Welcome to a new episode of Culture Beyond COVID. I'm very happy to announce today's guest, which is Antonio Carlos Ruiz from Spain. He's an expert in the field of creative economy and digitization, and he will take us on a journey to his vision for the future, the creative society. Learn more about the forces behind it now with Antonio Carlos Ruiz. Welcome, and the floor is yours.
Hello, and everyone, and thanks very much to Creative Bureau Desk Germany for this opportunity. And I'm Antonio Carlos Ruiz, founder and director of Economía Creativa. We are a creativity and innovation lab based in Spain, in Malaga, in the south of Spain, but we work globally. And we help our clients unlock creativity for value-generating growth. We have a unique know-how and methodology, creativity for sustainable leadership, which is our key specialty is working with multiple stakeholders and across countries and geographies, linking converging sectors, the creative industries with technology, with tourism, with government and policymakers, and also education and sustainable development, and particularly also in the framework of sustainable development goals. One of our line of service is innovative funding. We help NGOs, startups, and foundations to identify funding opportunities from both the public and private sector, to define sustainable strategies in terms of funding and investment, mapping these opportunities across different geographies, and defining the funding matrix and sponsorship models, and outlining win-win partnership strategies. Well, this year, it's in many ways, it's been, of course, very challenging and at the same time fascinating and exciting on many levels as well. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary, which is a wonderful milestone, particularly in the current scenario. And since our early days, since our inception, we have embraced a global and digital approach. So in this case, of course, this digitization switch due to the pandemic really didn't affect us so much. We are fully prepared for this, and so because we've been really working and delivering work digitally through online questionnaires to conducting focus group or digital events, so since already for many years. And so we also have a key pillar in our work is the digital communication strategy on social media, social networks. So we are very active on that. And we have also constructed a global community on social media that is constantly part of our work and our communication, curated by my colleague Justina Molindowska. So in this case, we see this crisis, which is obviously a deep crisis in many across sectors and industries, but also we see as an opportunity because as we've seen, as in the early days of the lockdown, we conducted actually an online, we organized an online event, coronavirus, and looking for new business models and economic models. And in this online workshop, online conference, we were connecting with the creative industries, but also with the health and digital health speakers, and the speakers from the hospitality industry also, which is one of the key also impacted sectors. And we've seen that across industries, it's more clear the need of new models and new ways of doing things. And of course, in this case, creativity is essential. So many organizations and businesses start to realize that although technology is a must nowadays, what will make really the difference is creativity. And in this case, we are in the position as creativity experts. We are ready for providing this new demand. So we see a lot of opportunities due to also these new challenging times. And but of course, it's idea of challenges that are increasing the uncertainty and the complexity, and this invites for creating the new vision in the new reality, and I think in this is exciting at the same time, and provides an scenario for also for the need of this what we do more than ever. So in this case, we embrace this year as an opportunity, and particularly in the phase of 2021 and beyond. Well, actually, link it to the also previous question about how the pandemic impacted our work. So also during the pandemic, I was conducting research as part of at some point of the lockdown or lockdown work. And drawing upon this research, mapping creativity in the European Union, the role of human development, digitization, and sustainability that I published in April. So I believe we are in the midst of a paradigm shift. And so let's say from what we can call the legacy societies towards the creative societies. In this new paradigm, human creativity is essential. It's a source of value, but also of fulfillment, of personal fulfillment. And this is based on these underpinned by these three key pillars: human development, which is education, but education understood in a continuous way. So it's essential understanding lifelong learning anytime for anybody and anywhere. So this is an essential pillar of this new society. And health, because we've seen with the pandemic how important is or the importance of the robust public health services and systems that are able to cope with for example, with this pandemic we are facing at the moment, and with any other disruption or health disruption that can happen. And another pillar in the human development is the economic opportunity or inequality. So it's essential, these three key parts of human development: education, health, and economic opportunity. And of course, scale by and accelerated with the digitization across all ways of living and working. And but we cannot forget the key pillar of sustainability. So that's the three key pillars underpinning this new society centered by the human creativity. And in this context, creative and cultural sectors have a pivotal role in this new paradigm. This pivotal role enabling lively ecosystems. And one thing I think is also essential for the creative sectors is to provide a continuity between the physical and the virtual reality, and fostering the cross-sectoral fertilization. So these three key elements makes the creative and cultural sector having this key role in this new society. But for this, it need to be embraced a multi-stakeholder approach, and that enable really the co-creation of the innovative solutions in the face of the many challenges, like we mentioned already, the pandemic, but also climate change or automation. So we need to shape, we need to construct new ways in this new reality of doing things for every sector, any industry. And so we need to also find, of course, new ways of funding and producing and consuming the culture. It's quite clear, like, for example, museums, to mention just one of the creative sectors, has been very challenged, obviously, with the drop of tourists in cities, and also, obviously, with the impossibility to open the doors because of the pandemic. So they have to develop. They've been forced to develop new ways of engaging with the audiences, and they have done, for example, digitally. So it's essential to find new ways of funding and consuming and producing culture that has constantly increasing the value creation by multiple actors, but this value creation need to be also correlated with the value capture by multiple actors. So this leads to new funding or new value distribution matrix for the creative and cultural sectors.
Thank you, Antonio Carlos Ruiz, for highlighting how essential creativity is, not only for new business models, but also for our entire society, in the present, but moreover for the future. So let's see where we are heading with this new paradigm shift.